everyone, Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307 here today. We are going to be setting up my Erin Condrin binder for March with my Sarah Marie stickers. Just so you guys know, I am behind this month, so it is already March, and I don't like getting a late start, but it is what it is, so let's go ahead and get started. And of course, Fred is still here, still hanging out. I did get some advice from somebody about watering and possibly even a copper penny. I am going to start with the watering and make sure that I am not over watering him. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is let's open these stickers because I ordered these a long time ago. You can see that Sarah Marie shipped them January 18th. Okay, so I don't even remember what they look like. So let's go ahead and get these opened. I hope everybody is having a great day today, and I hope you are doing better with your timeline as far as budgeting than I am. So let's open these up and see what we've got. Okay. I sure do love the way that Sarah Marie puts everything into these packets and makes them really nice so that you get them nicely. So this is March, so I did remember that it had some green, but I still don't know what the washi and stuff looks like. So it's like Christmas because I ordered them so long ago. And just so you guys know, I've actually already ordered my April as well. So let's look through these and see what we've got. I had ordered just some of these boxes because I thought they were really cool. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. I don't know if they'll go into this binder or not. And I love how they do the extra piece of washi down the side. So I'm just going to put those aside because that's not necessarily for this month. Put my receipt aside. And then let's go through this. So we've got a transaction log. We've got a debt tracker. And we've got sinking funds. The sinking funds and the transaction log, I do these together. So this is two separate pages, and actually I think I might have to do something a little bit different today. If I remember, on sinking funds, I think I'm going to have to do 2 pages of sinking funds and then another page of transaction log. I've got plenty of room, which is the nice thing about the binder, and so we will see with that. And then we get into some of the washi. Okay, so we've got these pretty stripes, and we've got the shamrocks and some butterflies. I hope you guys can see that. The butterflies are super detailed. I love that. So I've got 2 of the thin washi. Actually, I've got 3 of the thin washi. And then I usually get just 1 of the plain color that goes along with the month, just in case I need it. For example, if I take my sinking funds and put them onto 2 pages, I'm going to be needing more washi. Just so you know, if you hear anything in the background, I am doing laundry and my son is playing video games. That's life, you know. So, all right, so here's the stripes. So I got 1 of those, and the butterflies. I got 1 of those. They are really pretty butterflies. And then I got 2 of the shamrocks just because I think they're so pretty. Such a pretty design. And then I'll set up my weekly check-in. I've got my March budget page. And then for my husband, I've got paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. And then here is our calendar. How cute is that? Just so you guys know, I am going to be setting up everything today. However, I am going to be fast forwarding through quite a bit of it because I know the last video that we did this for, it was quite long. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am obviously going to start with my calendar first. I say obviously, but that's what I like to do is my calendar first. Let me put these off to the side so I can actually find them when I am ready to do each page. And then we will get going. I am actually, believe it or not, contemplating stopping using my Erin Condrin binder. I am loving my Happy Planner so very much. And I want to show you guys, if we have time on this video, I'll show you what I've done for my Happy Planner, for how I set up and decorated my month of March. I am using my Happy Planner for not only my bills, but I also, of course, have a calendar in there. And I am using that for YouTube and my personal calendar. So let's get into here. And let's go into March. You can see here, nothing is done. So these are all blank. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all of them out. And then we will get started. So this one says, change your thoughts and change the world. March 2021. All right, so let's get all these pulled out. And then if I have to, I can pull another sheet out from the back. So if I can get these out. This is one of the things that you guys know that, or for those of you guys that maybe haven't seen one of my videos before, I love the concept of the binder, but I would think Erin Condrin could do a better job than what they've done here because it just doesn't close very well. It doesn't turn. It's really, really annoying. So let me get my binder out of the way, and I'm going to leave it open and out of the way so that I've got it as a resource for how I usually set things up because I like to forget things. So we are going to go ahead and start with the calendar. Like I said, I do love the calendar, and I do love using the calendar to track my expenses. So let's get started. I am going to go ahead and fast forward you guys as I do this, and I do want to let you guys know that today's date, I am almost ready to do a weekly check-in already. That tells you how far behind I am.
If you feel lonely, I will be here and wait for the sun. It's getting close.
So as I get ready to lay the date dots on, I apparently have amnesia from using the date dots the last time. I don't like it when you can see the numbers below, so it only took me a couple before I realized that I could still see the numbers, so I removed them and then I went ahead and grabbed my whiteout. Now of course what stinks is once you remove the stickers, they just don't quite stick the same, so hopefully when I go to set up next month I will remember.
Young, and we didn't want to be exposed. Even though it was cold, we were never wearing proper clothes. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, smoking cigarettes behind the school. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, you know. I still think about what we had when we were younger. We were never running out of time. As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. Driving in a car, never knowing how far we go. When we were younger, when we were younger, I remember a girl. I would sneak into her parents' house. I could stay for hours, and we looked into each other's eyes. Hey, I thought I was Romeo, I was looking for my Juliet.
Now, as I start my dashboard, for some reason, this month I really struggled. I didn't have a good vision in my mind before I started with the dashboard, and I probably should have looked at my stickers a little bit more before I started. This is the first month where I had a whole bunch of stickers. I love starting out with my goals though, and I knew exactly what I wanted my goals to be.
As long as we had each other, oh, everything was black and white. Driving in a car, never knowing how far we go. When we were younger, oh, when we were younger. when we were younger.
I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I absolutely love quotes. I put quotes not only in my budget binder, but also in my other aspects of my life. I like to be inspired by others, and I absolutely love this quote: "Let the beauty of what we love be what we do." One of my biggest downfalls while I'm doing stuff like this is that I'm such a perfectionist. I want everything to be perfect at all times, and it is something that I struggle with not only when I'm doing a simple layout like this, but also in my life. So don't be surprised when you're watching my videos if you see me do stuff and then do it over again. One thing I really like about Sarah Marie's kits is that she gives you options. She has on her budget sheet, she lets you do expenses as all one category, or you can do the fixed and the variable expenses, which is what I'm doing right here. On my husband's pages, which you'll see a little bit later, I just use the regular expenses, but for mine, I love doing the variable and the fixed expenses.
Was it the same night you had trouble with your car? It's getting old, I've heard your stories told 1,000 times. Baby, you are using.
As I set up my budget, you'll notice that I have an other category, but I also left myself a blank line under both the fixed expenses and the variable expenses. This is because I always forget things. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always forgetting. And later in the video, you're going to see I forget to draw the lines too. And so here is my March budget setup. I will go ahead and get the numbers added in here when I have a chance. But there is my March budget, and we've got another quote there at the bottom that says, "Live life with a full and happy heart." So a really quick note, if you make a line as a guide for where to put your stickers, don't erase it, because as you're going to see a little bit later, that top section doesn't have enough lines. I'm sure you guys can visually see it now. I don't know why I didn't move the lines over, but I guess it is what it is, right?
This ain't the first time, but it's the last time. At the bottom of the barrel, there's no love to be found. This ain't the
And
first
just
time.
like that, I realize there's not enough lines and I count through them. Luckily, it's a really easy fix, as you guys are going to see. I always track the same categories every single month. The first category that I track is our food. This includes all of our grocery and all of our eating out. Then I track my expenditures. That includes my allowance, anything that I've given myself to spend. Then the next thing that I track is my vehicle. This is mostly gas, but it could include oil changes or car washes if I pull them out of that fund. I also have a sinking fund. And then after car, I've got two categories together. I've got home, and then I've got miscellaneous and fun. And the very last thing that I have is unbudgeted. You could see there down at the bottom that I wrote money to debt snowball. I have a goal this month of taking that money and moving it to my debt snowball. And when I say that money, I mean any money that isn't spent out of my envelopes. All right, let's keep going.
Wasn't I meant to lie in your arms here for a while? I'm alive and I take you in. I've been
So now you're going to see me trying to figure out what I want to do for my sinking funds page. As I mentioned earlier, I figured that I was going to need 2 pages, so I decided to go ahead and give it a try. And then I decided to cut the sticker sinking and funds into 2 separate stickers so I could put it onto both pages. But then I didn't think about the fact that there wouldn't be headers on my husband's sinking fund page. But I decided just to roll with it and go forward and see if I like it this way, because you never know if you're going to like something until you try it. So I figured, why the heck not?
Was it a rainbow falling? Oh, was it a rainbow? Here am I, meant to find little peace of mind.
So right here I've decided to change the way that I do things since I have more room. I have decided to put my birthdays and separate them so it will make it much easier. So I've got my general birthday fund, my daughter's fund, my son's fund, and then my husband's fund, all on their own line, which I think is going to make it much, much easier. And because I did this and I've got another page for my husband's, I'm now going to be able to separate our subscriptions, which I already did for mine up there. But you're going to see when I do my husband's page that I'm able to separate his subscriptions too.
When I touch you, it will break through. Was it a rainbow falling? Was it a rainbow falling? I've been falling and I've been calling. Oh, was it a rainbow falling? I'm a mess. Don't know how I got here, but I'm blessed. Didn't know it'd take me past my destiny. You're behind me with the rest, 'cause I'm a mess. No more you. And I go home.
One thing to remember is that just because in your mind you think something is going to look good, it may not. I was going to put the transaction log across this sticker, but it just wasn't going to work, and it was just too busy. So I went ahead and decided to go with the plain green. But then yet again, you're going to see that this right here, I don't really like it either, because there just isn't enough room for everything. And so you'll see I take it off yet again, and I move the green sticker. Again, here's the perfectionist in me.
Gotta make space for the new you, like I'm old news in your rearview mirror. It must be nice, you went and got a penthouse, all your friends partying is real loud. Brand new money with a brand new chest, still a baby bird right straight off the nest like.
This is one of my favorite pages. It used to be one of my least favorite pages when I saw how much debt I had. I couldn't believe how much debt I had accumulated. But now I'm down to 3 cards, you guys, 3 credit cards. It is unbelievable. This is not including my car and other things we have. I've decided just to focus on my credit cards and then tackle those bigger monsters. But as you guys are going to see here, I'm going to go ahead and set up a debt payoff plan, and I didn't have the exact numbers in my head right here or on the notes, so I just went ahead and filled in the payoff, and you guys are going to see in an upcoming video where I have a payoff set as far as what my plan is, and you're going to be seeing our debt total, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So here you're going to see me set up paycheck 1 and then paycheck 2 for my husband. These are newer sheets that I decided to go ahead and do and get some more stickers from Sarah Marie. However, if I'm honest with you guys, I don't actually utilize them that much. So I'm not sure I'm going to be continuing these. I did go ahead and order those with my April stickers, but what I find is once I put the stuff in, I don't go back in and check the actual or do anything like that. So I kind of feel like it's a waste. I love the stickers and they're beautiful, but I hate spending money on stickers for pages that I'm not actually using. What do you guys do? Do you have different pay schedules? If you have a significant other, do you guys have different schedules? I know some of you guys I've watched just have one income. Some of you guys have multiple incomes. Let me know how you guys do that. I know we are kind of unique since we don't combine our bills and our paychecks.
had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason.
Okay, everyone, that is my March setup. And so here is my calendar. And I have already got some expenses I need to add in here since we're already into the first week of March. And then here is my financial thoughts and things page. This is a special sticker that Sarah Marie made up for me. I like having a notes page where I can write anything down that I need to that has to do with my budget, if things are working, if they're not working, so then the next month I can incorporate those. Then my dashboard, I don't know, not super happy with it. Got some crooked lines, got, like this one I just noticed is still crooked. Some different greens that typically I wouldn't put together, but I do love the quotes. The more you dream, the farther you get. Let the beauty of what we love be what we do, and good things happen to those who hustle. Of course, love that. I think this sticker out of the Happy Planner book is just too cute. Lucky girl. Then we get into my March budget, and I went ahead and cut this sticker down to make it fit, live life with a full and happy heart. So I've got my variable expenses and my fixed expenses. Then I've got my weekly check-in. One thing you'll notice for me is that I do have ones that are longer than a week. I start the week at my payday and I go through the following week. And then the same thing for on the end, I don't get paid till March 31st. So the check-in here goes from the 22nd to the 30th. And then I have added down here at the bottom, money to debt snowball. And speaking of debt snowball, let me go back this page. So right here, my goals, no unbudgeted expenses. February was out of control. I'm doing the pantry challenge, 15 no spend days, and I want to save $400 from envelopes and dividers to go to that debt snowball. So that's why I put that right down here. Then we get into my sinking funds. Now I did something different this time. I'm sure you guys could tell that I was kind of hesitant on what I wanted to do. So I've got a 2-page layout, and I normally do, but normally all the sinking funds are on this page, and then the transaction log is on this page. So I'm hopeful that this is going to be enough room to check in for our sinking funds. If I run out, then I'll know that I can't do it again. And of course here I don't actually have what the headers are here like I do this one, but these are all of my sinking funds that I put into, and these are ones that are my husband and I's together. These are my husband's, his individual ones, and then I went ahead and did the transaction log down below. Then I have got my debt tracker, and I am just tracking credit cards at this point, so this doesn't include the car, the land, the mortgage, anything like that. And I've got to figure out what my debt payoff plan is. That's why I didn't fill it in yet. I'm not sure exactly what my Citibank balance is at this point and my Home Depot balance. So these are the first two that are going to be paid off. The Home Depot gets $200 every single month. I believe the minimum is $25 or $30, but it always gets $200 because we will be paying this one off by November. That's when the 0% ends. And the Citibank, we've got to figure that out. We want to get this one paid off, or should say I want to get that one paid off as soon as I can. Then I've got these cute little spreads for my husband's paychecks. He has 2 paychecks this month. And so he's got his bills from paycheck 1. And I just realized I forgot to do the lines on this one. I was thinking about it when I kept flipping back and forth. And then his paycheck 2, I didn't do any of the lines for, so I need to do that one. But we are getting kind of long. So that is my Erin Condrin setup. Now I want to show you something else really quick. I want to show you my Happy Planner. So it is right up here. So let me grab it. And I'm absolutely loving the binder that I got. So here's my Happy Planner. I want to show you guys my March setup, my weekly setup. Oh, I guess I could do my calendar setup too. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys on out of here, and you can see what my messy work area looks like. Looks like that might be as far as I can get you guys to go. Let me move my phone up a little bit, and then I can get rid of all of my tools that I was utilizing and use this space over here. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so this is my March calendar. Nothing too exciting there. I just put a few stickers in there just to make it fun. And so that's my calendar there. I notate my work schedule. I notate paydays. I use bill due stickers because I had them and they match. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that. I put some fun, quotes in here. Be strong. You never know who you are inspiring. I find this one so true because so many of you guys that are on YouTube and have your own channels inspire me. Then this is my first week spread. I'm not super happy with it, but it's the first one that I'd ever done. I want to be able to utilize the planner too. Here is my second week. I was starting to like it a lot better. Just so you know, this top section is my personal. This section is my YouTube section, and the bottom section is just miscellaneous. So for my YouTube section, I've got what I want to post that day to YouTube, or publish, I should say, what I want to film, what I actually do. And I like to keep track of my stats just to see where my numbers are going. And so there is that layout. And this one I just think turned out very, very pretty, just very simple and very soft. It's a very soft layout. So I love that one. I love the sticker right here. It says plant smiles, grow laughter, and harvest love. I think this one might be my favorite. I just love yellow and black together. I love polka dots. And I added a couple little bees to it. And so they turned out super cute. So that is my third week. And then my final week, which of course is only 3 days, is this spread right here. So it's just these 3 days. So I tried to fill this a little bit more with more stickers. And I think this one turned out super cute as well. So that is my happy planner setup that I got for myself. Absolutely love it. Worked out amazing. Let me close that. All right, you guys, thank you for coming along today. And I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.